Welcome back, everybody, to the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise here on Madden 21 for the PlayStation 5. As today, we've got ourselves a divisional game here against the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts just beat us 2 weeks ago at home, so as you guys can imagine, we have revenge on our minds. We have some good news on the injury front, as backup center Nick Harris is back from his injury. Harris was acquired at the deadline from the Cleveland Browns, got hurt in his very first game with us, so it's good to have him back. The playoff picture bracket is up for the first time this season. With 5 weeks to go, we are the projected 3 seed, and we would take on the Texans in the first round of the playoffs. Us and Houston are both 7-4. We did beat them both times this year, so we do have the head-to-head tiebreaker. So something I briefly touched on at the end of the last episode was this little message we got that says breakout quarterback. Now, obviously, this implies that we have a breakout challenge for one of our quarterbacks, but it didn't want to tell us which one. But I think we were able to pretty easily figure out that this breakout challenge is for the rookie KOKO Onwuasu. Onwuasu is going to need to get 325 total yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a win today. That is pretty lofty. He's going to need to have a near-perfect game in order for that to happen. Now, Onwuasu currently has hidden dev. We actually do not know his dev trait. He needs another 13 downs before we can unlock it. So since he's getting a breakout challenge, that means there's no possible way he has X Factor right now. Because if he has X Factor, there's nothing he can improve upon dev-wise. So he would never have gotten that challenge. So that means he has either star development or superstar development, and hopefully if he plays well enough, he can go up to either superstar or superstar X Factor, depending on what he has. Obviously, Onwuasu stepped in once Gardner Minshew was struggling, and Onwuasu's obviously been a very pleasant surprise for us, but he's going to need to be on his A game today against the Colts. We just played this team 2 weeks ago. I'm not going to go into a ton of depth on the roster, but here's a look for those who need a refresher. Indy, of course, led by second-year quarterback Rodney Allen, the former Westlake Hornet. Should be a fun game. Let's get this one underway. Week 13 divisional action is here at Lucas Oil Stadium as the 7-4 Jacksonville Jaguars trying to get their 8th win of the season, taking on the Indianapolis Colts, who are 4-7, the opposite record, trying not to get their 8th loss of the season. Should be a good one. 2 of the bright young quarterbacks in the NFL. Rodney Allen for the Colts, KOKO Onwuasu for the Jaguars. Let's see how this Jacksonville team can play, specifically number 6 under center. 3rd and 6, it's a short pass for Dobbins, and he's only going to get a few yards, wrapped up quickly by Kenny Moore and company. So the Colts force a punt, and they will get the football early here. Good start for their defense. Let's see what they can do on offense. It's a play-action fake for Mack. Allen heaves it up for Pittman. It's broken up and intercepted. What a play by Zaire Wiggins, the second-year pro out of Auburn, with his second INT of the season. Wiggins tipped that one up over the 6'4" Pittman, able to make the play, forcing the turnover as the Jaguars get the football. 2nd and 9. Here comes DJ Chark down the field for a gain of 20. We've got ourselves a next-gen stat. Again, I'm not going to show all of the next-gen stats, but I will show some occasionally. Chark went over 20 miles per hour on that play with the ball in his hands. Won a total of around 15 yards after the catch as well, so a really good move there from Chark as the Jaguars try to get close to his end zone. 2nd and 10, Dobbins with the first down. Jacksonville is trying to punch their way towards the end zone, try to strike first here, coming off of the turnover is on 3rd and goal. It's going to be a pass. Onwuasu trying to get it to Azakiwe, who loses a yard. Big tackle for Kari Willis, so that sets up an interesting 4th and goal from the 2. Jacksonville's going to risk it for the biscuit. They're going to go for it. Play action fake. Onwuasu, short pass for the tight end. Daniel Romer, it's a touchdown. And Jacksonville successfully completes the 4th down try. Onwuasu with his first touchdown of the day. Daniel Romer doing his TikTok dance right there as the Jaguars now on top 7-0. Indy with the ball back, coming off a turnover on their previous possession, as here's Ian Thomas breaking a couple tackles, eventually brought down by the rookie Julius Williams, but not before getting to the 42. Ian Thomas, one of the better backup tight ends in the league, making a very nice catch right there. 2nd and 3 now. Allen gonna look to throw it once again, going up the middle for the former Western Kentucky Hilltopper Jack Doyle. It's the Jaguar killer. Jack Doyle always dominates against Jacksonville, and I really don't know why. I know Jacksonville has a tendency of not covering tight ends well, but Doyle especially just always goes off. That'll do it for the first quarter. Jacksonville leads 7-0, but the Colts are very close to the end zone. They have it for 1 to open up the quarter. First and goal. Can Indianapolis punch it in? Rodney Allen hands it off for Jonathan Taylor, who will get it in himself. Taylor subbing in for Marlon Mack, who got hurt early in the game. Mack will not return, and obviously that's a big deal. He was quite good a couple of weeks back against Jacksonville, so it'll mainly be Jonathan Taylor getting a majority of the touches for the rest of the game. Tied at 7. Here's a handoff for the rookie out of East Carolina, R.J. Ewell, to the 41-yard line for a nice gain of 16 before being wrapped up by Malik Hooker. I don't know if YouTube's going to allow me to say that word, but that's his name, so I shouldn't be punished. Keep me monetized, damn it. 3rd and 6. Nwosu, short throw here for Casey Shock, and he is unable to get too much there. Quickly wrapped up, so now the Jaguars have it 4th and 5 from the 46, and they're going to fake the punt. Brian Amaya on to throw it. He played quarterback in college. Heaving it up for the end zone, and it's caught by Jackson. The fake punt works perfectly, and that is a 54-yard touchdown from a rookie out of Mississippi Valley State, Brian Amaya Jr., the undrafted punter, played quarterback for the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils, has an absolute cannon, as you can see. His accuracy is the main reason why he's not a quarterback at the next level, but he had perfect accuracy there. That ball went nearly 65 yards in the air into the hands of Josh Jackson for the touchdown. We got to look at this beauty again, baby. What a throw by Brian Amaya into the hands of Josh Jackson. And for those who don't remember, Brian Amaya has 99 throw power. His throwing accuracy stats all suck. So again, I really don't know how he made that throw, but he is an absolute cannon. 14-7 now, Jacksonville on top. Amaya on that one pass has more passing yards today than KOKO Nwosu, who's thrown like 10 passes. Indy back with it. Here's Jack Doyle again with another nice first down. We do have a flag on the play, and Indy's actually going to move 15 yards forward. It's a roughing the passer on linebacker Miles Jack. So that will bring the Colts past midfield to the Jacksonville 49. A couple plays later, 3rd and 6 from the 45. It's a play-action fake. Allen under pressure, and this time he is sacked by Miles Jack, forcing a loss of 9. Jack is in the zone, and that will force a punt. Big defensive stop for Jacksonville. They get it back with 5.5 minutes to go in the half, up 14-7. Can they extend their lead? 2nd and 4. Play-action fake for Dobbins. Nwosu on the run, connecting with DJ Chark for a nice play. He gets it to the 33-yard line. And Jacksonville's offense has been quite solid today. They obviously did have the special teams touchdown, but KOKO Nwosu's been very efficient for the most part today. First down, it's a handoff for R.J. Ewell. He cuts to the outside and is tackled at the 1. Darius Leonard with a shoestring tackle. Leonard might have just saved KOKO Nwosu's breakout challenge right there, because it looked like Ewell had forward momentum and he would have probably scored otherwise. First and goal now, Nwosu going to take it in himself, sliding into the end zone for a touchdown, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are now up by 2 possessions. KOKO now with 2 touchdowns today. Remember, passing touchdowns and rushing touchdowns for KOKO individually do count, as it is now 20-7. The Jaguars playing duck, duck, goose in the end zone, as the Colts have it back. A little bit over 2.5 minutes to go until halftime, as here's Jack Doyle with a nice first down. I swear, Jack Doyle is the most average tight end in the league, but yet when he plays Jacksonville, it's like he's Travis Kelce. Following play, Rodney Allen going to connect with an open man. It's Michael Pittman Jr., who gets 20 yards up the middle. Indy rushes back to the line of scrimmage as nobody covered Jack Doyle for a gain of 34 yards. He brings it to the 7. Of all the people not to cover, I'd think you'd want to make sure you had 2 guys on him. Now, about a minute to go. Colts still have all 3 timeouts as Allen's pass is actually caught by Julius Williams, but in the back of the end zone. Colts get very lucky he was unable to keep both feet in. 3rd and goal. Allen throws it in the back of the end zone. It is incomplete, so the Colts will be forced to kick a field goal. This is Austin Seibert, a chip shot from around 19 yards. The kick is good, and the Colts will make it 21-10 with not a lot of time until halftime. The Jaguars do have all 3 timeouts, though, so they could certainly drive down the field and score. On first down, KOKO on the run connects with Daniel Romer, the second-year man out of LSU, trying to truck the defender. Normally, he would try to go out of bounds there, but the Jaguars still have 2 timeouts, so time isn't a massive issue right now. From the 31 now, here's Casey Shock for a gain of 11. Jacksonville calls their second timeout. Maybe Romer should have ran out of bounds there. 32 seconds now. Jacksonville probably has enough time for 2 or 3 more plays as Onwosu is sacked. A huge defensive play from Tack McKinley. The Jaguars are now out of timeouts. They need to get very lucky. Otherwise, I think they'll be happy to settle for a field goal. Second down, Onwosu heaves up a prayer, and it's caught in the end zone. Casey Shock. What a catch. What a touchdown. And the Jacksonville Jaguars now lead 28-10. A dot from KOKO Onwosu. He was under pressure from Leonard. And Casey Shock absolutely mosses Miles Burrow. An incredible grab by Shock. He did a 360 in the air. Onwosu pumped up. He has 3 total touchdowns in the first half. And it is now 28-10. 16 seconds left. Colts probably not really going to do anything on this drive. Allen up the middle for Michael Pittman. Past the 50. Colts might actually be in field goal range. They do have 2 timeouts, as they would call their first right here. And they're just going to kick the field goal now. A 58-yard attempt for Seibert. And it is short. That's what she said, and to be specific, that's what she told me. The kick is no good. That'll do it for the first half. 28-10, Jacksonville leads. As a team, the Jaguars have 69 rushing yards. Nice. KOKO Onwosu on pace to complete the breakout challenge. He already has 182 passing yards, 3 touchdowns total, and it looks like the Jaguars should hold on here, barring a comeback. Colts with it. Third down. Allen is intercepted again. Zaire Wiggins with another really nice play, his second INT of the game. Wiggins was drafted directly ahead of Josh Allen in 2021. Wiggins was the 7th pick, Allen is the 8th pick. And Zaire Wiggins has had a career day against the player drafted right after him. First play of the new drive after the turnover, it's actually a fumble, and it's picked up by Indianapolis. KOKO Onwosu, rather than sliding, tried to juke out the defender. He lost the ball. Kenny Moore picks it up. I think it seems like Onwosu's getting better about sliding more, but he needs to be more instinctual about it, and Indianapolis gets the ball right back. Nice play to the 47-yard line for the big fullback. You don't normally see him getting involved in the passing game every day, but he gets a nice gain to go there. 2nd and 7 now from the 49. Colts pass midfield. Nice throw. He is going to be caught, this time to the 38-yard line. Rodney Allen trying to get onto a groove after another interception as he gets it up the middle for Paris Campbell, who brings it inside the red zone of the 13-yard line for a gain of 22. Good play there from the speedy Campbell as it's now 3rd and goal. Rodney Allen looking to throw it. He's actually under pressure, and he will connect with T.Y. Hilton, the veteran, for the touchdown. T.Y. scored 2 weeks ago against Jacksonville. Now he scores here, and this is still a game. 28-17, I'm a little bit surprised that Indy did not go for 2, as the Jags have it back. Onwosu is sacked on first down by Darius Leonard. It seems like KOKO Onwosu barely gets sacked, but against the Colts only. The Colts have really done a good job of getting pressure in this game and in the last game, but other than that, Jacksonville's O-line has been incredible this year. 3rd and 15, Onwosu heaves up a prayer for Shock, and it is incomplete, so that'll force a punt. And Indianapolis has it back with exactly 5 minutes to go in the 3rd. 3rd and 5. Michael Pittman is wide open. He gets it to the 33-yard line. Nobody had him covered. Jacksonville's coverage today has been a little bit shaky, specifically towards the middle of the field. Following play, here is the rookie out of Akron, Jonquavius Baker, with a nice run. Jonathan Taylor actually just got injured, so it'll be Baker, the 3rd-round draft pick, who will have to step in and step up. 2nd and 3, Baker to the end zone, touchdown. Based on what we saw from this drive, I think Jonathan Taylor is already being outplayed by his backup, Jonquavius Baker. And the Colts are going to go for 2, trying to make it a 3-point game right here. It was just 28-10 with the Jaguars having the ball, and now it's just a 3-point deficit as Michael Pittman gets both feet in bounds. Big game today for Pittman. And it is now 28-25. Jacksonville only up by a field goal And things don't seem to be getting better for the Jags, as on second down, Dobbins loses 4. DeForest Buckner, the superstar defensive tackle, brings him down, and it's now 3rd and long. KOKO trying to get it to Casey Shock, but it is incomplete. Another stop for Indianapolis. They get it back with very good field position at around midfield. 2nd and 6. Allen connects with Jack Doyle. Another big play for the former Western Kentucky Hilltopper inside the 25. Wrapped up by Ronnie Harrison, but not before gaining 28 yards, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. What once looked like a blowout going into halftime is now a very close game. Indianapolis is only down by 3, and they had the ball and the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 20. It's a screen for Jonquavius Baker, and he gets the 1st down. Excellent play after the catch there by Baker. Incredible blocking from the right side of the Indianapolis offensive line. They have a prime opportunity to tie it or take the lead. 3rd and goal. Allen. Short throw for Baker, and he runs out of bounds at the 2. He probably could have scored there, but instead he accidentally steps out. Colts going to go for the field goal. They could consider going for it here, but they're just going to play it safe. Seibert makes the kick, and we're tied at 28. The Jaguars have successfully choked a 28-10 lead within the span of around 10 minutes. KOKO's going to have to be on his A game. 2nd and 6. Look at R.J. Ewell with a nice run. Ewell has not gotten a lot of touches today, but he's been very solid. 6 carries, 55 yards. He has certainly outplayed J.K. Dobbins for what it's worth. 2nd and 17. Short throw for Laviska Shenault, who actually gets the 1st down. That's Chenault's first catch of the game. He's been pretty quiet so far in this one. Now from the 49 on Nwosu. Scrambling, he gets it to the rookie out of Toledo, Casey Shock, for a gain of 26, bringing it to the Indianapolis 23. The Jaguars offense knew they needed a big drive to try to get some momentum back, and they're doing just that. And right as I say that, KOKO loses 3 on the read option. By the way, it was 3rd down. Willie Henry is the one who brought him down, so Jacksonville will have to go for the field goal. A 38-yarder for Lambeau. It's good, and with just under 5 minutes to go, the Jacksonville Jaguars take the lead, 31-28. Colts have another opportunity to try to drive down the field and possibly take the lead. What a catch by Michael Pittman towards the sidelines. I thought Wiggins had that one picked off. We do have a flag, and this one's coming back. Illegal touching on Pittman. He stepped out of bounds before he was able to make the catch. A costly penalty there for Indianapolis. And they're backed up at around the 40 now. 3rd and 10. Rodney Allen looking to throw it under pressure, taking a shot deep, and it's broken up. Nice play by Zaire Wiggins. He was hoping the tall Pittman would make the jump ball catch, but Zaire Wiggins has had a really solid day covering him. Jacksonville now with the football. Big 1st down on the screen there on 3rd down. J.K. Dobbins with the conversion. The Jags want to chew the clock, but KOKO also wants to get those numbers up. 1st down, it's Chark with a big play inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. KOKO now at 270 passing yards today. He's at around 30 rushing yards, so he's not quite at the yardage goal, but he is close. 1st down, broken up. That stops the clock. Not what you want to see there for Jacksonville. 2nd and 10, another pass. KOKO scrambling with it. It looks like he's going to try to slide, but the ball is out. Kenny Moore forces it. It's picked up by Malik Hooker. Hooker down the field, runs past the offensive lineman, no flags. Touchdown Colts. And it looks like the Jaguars are actually going to need Nwosu to put up some numbers. Otherwise, the Jags won't get the win. Nwosu was trying to slide there, but the ball was ripped out, and the Colts are now up here at the 2-minute warning. 35-31. Can the rookie KOKO Nwosu lead his team down the field and try to get the win? 2nd and 3, there's Chark with a nice play. Jacksonville not trying to call their timeouts, just trying to go no huddle as quickly as possible. From the 44, back to Chark. He runs out of bounds at the 22. So far, so good on this drive. KOKO at 323 passing yards, so he's at the yardage mark, but he needs another touchdown, and he needs to get his team the win. That won't help, as on 1st down, Dobbins gets absolutely nothing. 2nd down now, up the middle for Zeke Bowman. He gets it to the 1. The Jags are getting very close to this end zone. 1st and goal for Chark. Touchdown! Jacksonville, they take the lead with 45 seconds to go. What a drive from KOKO Nwosu. That drive only lasted a minute. Did not use any timeouts. Onwosu did not look like a rookie on that drive, and the breakout challenge will be completed if the Jaguars can hold on. As you can see, Austin Seibert is warming up on the sideline as the Colts only need a field goal to tie it and send it to overtime. First down, Rodney Allen launching a nuke downfield, and it's in the hands of Ronnie Harrison. Could have iced the game with an interception, but instead it's going to be incomplete. Down to 19 seconds now, 3rd and 10. Allen, he has an open man. Guess who it is? Jack Doyle, pushed out of bounds by Julius Williams, not before getting the first down. Down to 13 seconds from the 48. Rodney Allen looking to throw it under pressure, and he is sacked. K'Lavon Chaisson with a huge sack. And with 7 seconds left, the Colts now are going to have to lob up a Hail Mary. As the clock continues to run down, this play will either go or it doesn't. No overtime. The pass is tipped in the air, and it's broken up by Henderson, incomplete. And the Jaguars win a thriller. 38-35 is your final. What a game. The Jaguars were up 18 going into halftime, but then the Colts stormed on a 25-3 run. But KOKO Onwosu led his team down the field at the end of the game to get the win. One of the most exciting games in this series, from the Zaire Wiggins interceptions to the Brian Amaya fake punt to KOKO's excellence. What an episode. I'm sure you guys definitely enjoyed this game. As we take a look at the box score, Rodney Allen did throw 2 interceptions. His rating was only at 73, but I think Rodney Allen played very well. I was really impressed from what I saw with Rodney Allen. KOKO Onwosu was obviously incredible. He had an amazing game, and then Brian Amaya chilling down there with his perfect passer rating. Nobody ran the ball all that well. Jonathan Taylor had the most carries for both teams, 12 for 39 and a touchdown. KOKO Onwosu led Jacksonville in carries with 8. He had 2 fumbles, which is a little bit concerning, but it seems like KOKO's starting to slide a little bit more. I know there weren't any slides in today's episode that were shown to you guys, but trust me, on the runs that weren't shown, there were a few slides in there. R.J. Ewell had a nice game on the ground for us. Jonquavius Baker was good for the Colts. And J.K. Dobbins had a very quiet game for the Jaguars. Jack Doyle was a machine. Not a whole lot to talk about there. He was really good. 6 catches, a buck 31, and a touchdown for DJ Chark. He had one of his better games of the year. And Casey Shock, he's been red hot. 5 catches, 74 yards, and an incredible touchdown grab. Daniel Romer, 4 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. All 4 of his receptions were in the first half. And, of course, Josh Jackson caught that beautiful yeet on the fake punt. Rocky Sin had 16 tackles. That's a lot, and for a corner, that's probably not good. As we take a look at tackles for loss and sacks, both teams with a few sacks today. McKinley, Leonard, Chaisson, and Jack. 2 interceptions for Zaire Wiggins. He was very impressive in this game. So now it is time for the moment of truth. What development trait does KOKO Onwosu have? We have not opened up a breakout message yet, so keep that in mind. Before we check KOKO's dev, let's take a look at the other hidden development traits of the rookie quarterbacks around the NFL. Stephen Westwood, the former Westlake Hornet, current Pittsburgh Steeler, has superstar development. Marcus Trotter of the New Orleans Saints also has superstar development. And Kendrick Savage II of the Falcons still is hidden. He's the backup to Matt Ryan, so he's not getting a lot of playing time this year. But now the moment of truth. KOKO Onwosu has star development. I know this is a little bit anticlimactic, but he's not going to have star for long. Let's check out the breakout message. KOKO Onwosu was successful in completing the breakout challenge. Over 325 all-purpose yards, 4 all-purpose touchdowns, no interceptions, and the victory. As you can see, KOKO has moved up to superstar development. He also has 2,000 XP. So this is a very big deal for KOKO Onwosu. We drafted him in the 2nd round as a raw 20-year-old, not knowing if he'd be our franchise quarterback, just banking on his potential. And he has showcased a lot of his potential very early on. He's gone up from a 69 to a 76 overall so far this year. He's officially higher rated than Gardner Minshew, and he's already gone up in dev. So can't really ask for too much better of a start to the career of KOKO Onwosu. I know we're only around 6 or 7 games in, but it looks like we might have ourselves a franchise quarterback. So that will end today's episode. Our Jaguars 8-4 with 4 weeks to go. The playoff chase is heating up. I also have multiple prospect profiles planned these next 4 episodes, which should be fun as we do take on the Philadelphia Eagles on prime time at home next week. Hope you guys are ready for that. Hope you all are excited. I'm out. Peace.